I was 12 years old when I felt nothing for the first time. I got bullied badly in school and I ended up with a knife on my wrist. I was ready to end it all. But thanks God, my nervous system learned we don't feel anymore. I never made this conscious decision, but I'm very thankful that my nervous system made this decision and saved me. It worked. We survived 4 years. But the zero I had in me, the zero emotions, the zero feelings, I carried that in every room I went into. Relationships, friendships, at work, everywhere. I carried this zero everywhere and it affected my whole life. Over 10 years, I thought emptiness was just who I was. Fast forward into a relationship after 2 years of her asking, "How are you?" all the time. And I always answered, "I'm good, I'm fine, I'm alright." Because back then I couldn't feel emotions, okay? And so that was my normal answer. I'm okay, I'm alright. Because I thought I was. But I never realized that I was not. In this relationship, I also always tried to fix her and her problems. Because I thought it was the only way for me to connect with her, but she never wanted me to fix the problems. She wanted me to listen. But I figured fixing her problems is the only way to connect with her, and fixing problems is the only way I deserve to be loved. So I tried to do that, but it didn't work, of course. I went into this relationship with an empty tank, coming from the zero emotions I was able to feel. A little bit later in that relationship, she asked me the same question again. How are you feeling? And this time, I tried to speak. But something got stuck here in the throat. I couldn't say anything. And next thing I know, my blood pressure gets really, really low. I feel nauseous. I feel like my eyes are going black. I can hear noises in my ears. I can't feel my fingers anymore. And the next thing I know is I have to lay on the floor, put my legs up on a wall to get the blood back to my head and to my heart. And that day, I felt like shit. What the fuck am I doing? And I felt so ashamed after this that I never think I was able to really connect with her ever again for the next 3 years. After that crucial moment, I also was just existing. I never argued with her. I never said anything back. I just took what she said and took it as a fact and went with it. Because I was so ashamed of this moment that I felt like I didn't deserve anything better than just to do whatever she wants, basically. If any of that sounds like your life right now, I need you to stay because this video is specifically made from me for you. And you are pretty much like my younger self, so I know what I'm talking about. Stay tuned until the end. By the end of this video, you are going to understand exactly why you feel nothing. And more important, the first simple step to break this feeling of not feeling anything. And I'm not here to give you a 5-step blueprint, a 3-step master plan. No, I'm gonna describe how you're feeling in this video. And if this hits home, you need to stay until the last 2 minutes because that's where it all makes sense. So right now you can see your dream life or even your current life. You can see it right there, right in front of you. But something, and you can't put your finger on it and name it, something is holding you back from actually living that life. Something, and I describe this as a glass curtain. So you're behind this glass curtain and you can't get through. You can see it right there, but something's holding you back. And what's holding you back is this inner voice, the inner belief of I'm not good enough and I don't deserve to live a fulfilling life. I don't deserve to enjoy my life because I'm not good enough. This video is not for men who know what to do but simply lack the motivation. It's also not for guys in immediate danger that need help. This is especially for the guys that feel like they're trapped behind this glass curtain and they can't access their life, even though they can clearly see it in front of them. If you're one of those guys, you're at the right place. Let me try to tell you how your Tuesday feels like, your average Tuesday. And if I get this right, leave a like. So your average Tuesday, you wake up in the morning and for 30 seconds, you are okay with who you are. You're all right in yourself. But then you realize who you are, what's going on, what you have been putting off for so long, that you can't feel emotions and all that stuff. And you realize, shit, this is not good here. Then you go to work, there are problems popping up, but you should care about these problems, right? But for some reason, you don't really care about the problems. Then you come home, Your girlfriend or your wife is nagging you, she's complaining, and she's stepping over boundaries. Your boundaries in your mind, because you never set them with her. But just boundaries in your mind and she steps over them. What do? Nothing. You don't complain, you don't argue, you don't tell her to not do that. You just don't do anything, honestly. You just stay with what she's doing. And you're at this point where you should be angry at some things. You should be happy about certain things, about the money, the gym gains, but for some reason, you can't. You can't. There is something that's holding you back from feeling emotions. I know it. I've been there, guys. And then after you have spent time with your girlfriend slash wife, you start to scroll or look for other entertainments, football, movies, all these things. And then you're happy and you can go to bed now. You have distracted yourself from the fact that you can't feel anything. And for a few seconds before you go to sleep, you hope that tomorrow it's going to be different. But of course, it's not going to be different because you don't do anything about it. And this is not a bad day. This is just a normal day. The Tuesday, the Wednesday, the Thursday, the Friday, every fucking day. The man I just described is strong. He's functional. He's have a good life on paper. But behind this facade, this mask he's wearing, has something fundamentally broken, and he knows it, but he avoids the truth. Here is what nobody, no coach, no influencer, no friend told me about this. This feeling that you have behind this glass curtain, this is not depression, this is not weakness, this is not a character flaw. It's something that you learned a very, very long time ago, somewhere in your childhood. And it's most likely the same reason why you are pushing for success today. And the reason is that you think you're not good enough and you don't deserve good things. You don't deserve to be loved. You don't deserve friendships. And that's the reason why you feel stuck behind your own life, because you think you don't deserve to enjoy it. And your nervous system likes safety and predictability. And so growth is the complete opposite of that. Your nervous system doesn't know if, when we are growing, are we actually safe or are we going to get hurt again? So that's why your nervous system does its best job to protect you. And you can't hate your nervous system for this. Your nervous system learned that you are in danger and it kept that information because you never updated that information for it. Now, when I got this told the first time, I was rejecting this idea. I was saying, no, that's not the reason. I'm just the way I am. I am just this not social guy. I am just bad by talking to people. I'm just this guy that can't enjoy life. But that's your nervous system protecting you. You have to understand that there might be a probability that that is exactly you. You weren't born like this. You were built like this, shaped by your past. What was the first moment in your life where you felt like you have been trapped behind this glass? Leave a comment down in the comment section. We all would love to hear it so we can understand each other better and learn from each other, grow from each other's examples. Here's what this glass curtain lifestyle actually costs you. You lose your freedom, you lose your masculine drive to achieve things, you lose your presence, your joy, your happiness, and you're just existing in this world. There is no adventure in your life. You're just there to exist for others. Every year and every month, you tell yourself, next month it's going to be different. Once I got this promotion, everything is going to change. Once we got the new card, oh yes, that's when I feel again. But in reality, nothing changes by your circumstances changing. No, there's one way to change this, and it's you. You have to make the decision now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, not when the car comes back from the service. No, right now. Make the decision. You have to do it now, or you will never be able to live your real life. The deepest of all costs of this is one day you will wake up and you will realize, for the last 15 years, I've only been a passenger to my own life. Yes, I managed to achieve all the success, the money, the goals, the gains, the status. But you were never actually present when doing these things. You can see on a picture, oh, I made them gains in that gym, yeah? You can see on the picture, oh, I made 5 million. But you were never there and you never enjoyed it. You just existed. So there was no real point in making that money. Ask yourself, what have you achieved in the last year that you never actually felt? You achieved it. You smiled for a moment, but you never really were actually happy about it or fulfilled. For me, I made 20 grand in 1 week through investing. I smiled, I texted a few friends, ha ha ha, he he. But inside, hollow, empty, nothing. Before you waste years trying to break this, let me tell you how I actually broke it. I tried it all. I tried everything I could find, but nothing worked. I tried to get more gains in the gym. I tried to make more money. I tried to look more successful. I tried to buy nicer clothes, level up my friendship groups, but nothing worked. It all gave me 1 or 2 weeks of feeling good. But then that old disgusting thought creeps back in and tells you, you are not good enough. And the worst you can do is following the bros online that tell you you need to just affirm to yourself that you are good. I'm the biggest and strongest guy here. I'm so good, I make a lot of money. This is not gonna work. This is just creating a fake self-identity. But deep down, below that mask, you still carry the same fucking shit. After trying all of these things and you realize nothing works, you will come to the conclusion that either you just suck or it's everybody else's fault. So you go down one of these two paths. Now let's get right into it and see how you can actually help yourself and break this goddamn fucking problem. For me, I had to get to a point where I felt so bad about myself, about who I was becoming, that I knew I needed to change right now, not tomorrow, not in 3 hours, but now. So I came into this apartment, I opened the door, and immediately, boom, I feel the heaviness in my chest, in my soul, and in my heart. And my ex-girlfriend comes around the corner. She looks at me and she starts nagging me for something I've done. I've done the thing to the best of my abilities and with only love in my heart, and she starts nagging me about it. She wasn't happy how it was done by me, and immediately I feel like my brain is zooming out of my head. I can see myself from far up there in bird's eye view. And I realize one dangerous thing. My fist starts to clench like this, full force. And I realized, fuck, I had no control over me anymore. I was just a passenger in my own body. I could see myself and felt myself, but I couldn't control myself anymore. My nervous system took complete control. And I noticed one thing. Sweat starts dripping down my arms. Not just a little sweat, rivers. And my eyes stop blinking. They just stare at her for 2 minutes without any movements. And I can see her making herself smaller, smaller, and moving backwards slowly, like she was walking away from a lion or a tiger. She was scared. And I was scared as well. She even told me after this that she was so scared. And after that, guys, I'm not proud of this moment, but I'm not happy, but I'm thankful it happened, because this made me realize how much I needed to change, because I knew I couldn't go to jail because of this. So I knew I needed to change, and that's what I did. I told you right at the beginning that by the end, I'm going to give you exactly how to fix this problem for yourself. And it's a quite simple one. No bro quotes, no affirmations, no money, no success. It's by putting yourself first and letting yourself allow to feel emotions again. Because the thing you're feeling right now is an emotional problem. You can't think your way out of a nervous system problem. Never. You can never do that, because you can't outsmart the nervous system. It has learned and has built on experiences. So you need new experiences so you can learn that you are safe. So sit with yourself and feel that voice. There's an inner child within you that screams for attention. And once you start talking to your inner child, you tell him, you will never suffer like you suffered before. You will never go through all the pain you had to go through, because now I'm here. I'm going to protect you, and you will never be alone. Once you start doing this, you will notice after a few months that things start to calm down. There isn't this weird noise in the background anymore that's trying to convince you that you are not good enough. So boys, leave a like and leave a follow. See you guys in the next one. Keep working hard, but also don't forget to keep feeding hard.